Hi, welcome back to my channel. We're going to take up where we left off on the virtual tour of Mishawaka, Indiana. So let's get right back downtown here on Church Street and 3rd Street. There's the United Methodist Church from the last video. And let's continue. Over here we got this marble structure built in 1926. Backside of the First National or the First Source Bank over there. I think these buildings are fairly newer. Okay, we got the St. Joseph Catholic Church, St. Joseph Catholic Parish, with its Antiquitech spires and looking like a castle. You got raised platforms to get into the doors, stairs. That's the St. Joseph Catholic School. There's a front view, built in 1893, with its arrow slit windows, Antiquitech, spires, and yellow brick. Found a little bit of information about this online. The parish's origins date back to the 1800s to Holy Angels Catholic Church, which was one of the first Catholic churches in Mishawaka. The church used to be on the north side of the river, but in 1861 it burned down. The congregation chose to relocate downtown and eventually became St. Joseph Catholic Parish. St. Joseph is the oldest of the Mishawaka parishes and was originally staffed by CSE priests commuting from Notre Dame. Here's some interior views. Again, you see the same thing all around the world in all these churches. One time, this church was only one of 2 consecrated churches in the diocese, the other being Sacred Heart Church at the University of Notre Dame, now the Basilica of the Sacred Heart. So, that article was from 2017, so it's a few years old. You got these nice little tiny windows in the foundation, ground level windows. This building here is the former St. Joseph Hospital, built in 1948, it says online, but seemingly older. All this red brick, ground floor windows. Is that a tiny door? Is that some kind of air conditioning access or something? I'm not going to get that much into that building because it seems like it's pretty big, so it should get its own video. These houses are pretty old too. They're all part of the church property. That's where the priest lived. Can't think of what you call a rectory. That was a rectory. That little white house there. Here's the back side of the church. Hospital for sale, release. Anybody's interested. So here we got the St. Joseph Catholic School. Parking lots. We sure like our parking lots. Got the St. Joseph County Courthouse, built in 1896. A little smaller satellite brick building next to it that was probably part of the same entity in the past. Can't find much information about it. This whole block here, which is now, guess what, a parking lot, used to be historical buildings, houses, gone. Let's go on down here. Across the street from that church, we got this building here. Built in 1900. They took out a building that was between it, I'm pretty sure. Looks like this one, Phoenix, next door. Just seems like something's missing. And shout out to Glass Roots. Get all your glass pipe and vapeware today. All of these buildings are apartments above and businesses below. Got this, another abandoned building for lease or rent. It was the Ronald McDonald House office. Really couldn't find much information as far as a date on this building. But this is all one building that's been painted. It's the same pattern. That's probably some kind of facade brick over real brick. But I'm really interested in these alleys because they seem like they've been covered over. This building was 1938. It's the Mishawaka or Indiana Fencing Academy. They won't put up a privacy one, they'll stab you instead. So over here we got the Vogue Beauty College, built in 1927, with its pyramids on top of it. Couldn't find any information on a date for this building, seemingly old. That's the Carnegie Library, which we'll get to in a second. There's the building. This is an apartment building now, built in 1873. I think this was the first Mishawaka High School. They built a new one later. Oh, and by the way, all of these buildings I'm showing in all my previous videos, all the structures, all the buildings, not one photographic evidence of construction. Imagine that. Same all around the world. You got like this building over here has these windows that look like they're built into the foundation of the building. Okay, across the street over here we got the Carnegie Library. Built in 1916. Seems much older. Not too long ago, I believe this was a private residence. When my son was in school, he had a friend who lived here that he was in class with. But now I think it's an event center. But it's a very odd-shaped building. Seems like some kind of a motor or engine. Got a gargoyle statue. Well, you sure can see that church spire from everywhere. Little uneven windows on the slope of the earth there. Weird. More parking lots. Parking lots, parking lots, parking lots. Let's get rid of all the old evidence and park there instead. Let's see if I can get a better look at this gargoyle. Seems like a gargoyle or an owl, maybe. That's a library. I don't know. No parking anytime. But we got a ton of parking lots. You can park. We can park right here on the street, or you can go in the parking lot and park. Let's just fast track back up here to this corner and continue on down Lincoln Way. Get another view of the old building here. All these other little brick buildings, old houses. And go on down here a little ways to the 100 Center. Here you got, this is a Hacienda Mexican restaurant, but it was one of the very first homes that were built. It was in 1900. It was the daughter of Cam and Chuler Brewery, which is back here. The daughter's father built this with this gigantic smokestack, because we need that to make beer. This is building back here, built in 1853. It says K&S Brewing Company, 1853, up there on their little Romanesque arch. Over there on the side, the little part was built later. That was their offices. Building now, I don't know what's upstairs. I don't think anything. But downstairs is bars and restaurants and vacant for rent places. And we will continue this tour in the next video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, as always, seek the truth.